And the reality is we all love to fish and hunt. So why would we not want to fish and hunt as a job?
Yeah. Dude, I didn't even have a camera.
Do you guys even remember hunting before social media?
Dude, we just bought our tags like when we drove over.
If the sport and the industry is going to evolve, it's just the way it goes.
My deer that I got this year, like I had no cameramen with me.
Has social media created more hunters, A, or spectators, B? Hey everyone out there, thank you so much for tuning into another Addicted Hunting podcast. I'm excited about this one. This one's going to be an interesting subject. Cliff's idea, actually.
Yeah.
And the whole concept for the podcast today, guys, is going to be, has social media changed the way we hunt?
Yes.
For sure.
Do it for the clout.
Whoa.
For sure, the old grip and grin, yeah.
So we're gonna touch on a lot of it, talk about our opinions on it, but we want to hear your guys' opinions. So make sure you guys please drop some comments, thumbs up the video, share to some family and friends. Hopefully you guys have been liking these podcasts. We got a lot more on the way for you. Mm-hmm. So Cliff, why did you want to do this subject?
I think it's one that needs to kind of be talked about for multiple reasons. It's like the division that we do have of it. You get guys that we're chasing the size of the animal versus like the way that we used to hunt. And honestly, like I've been off social media for like the last week. And like you're not seeing like the giant animals and all that. You're not chasing that dude's dream. You know what I mean? So it kind of, to me, it changes my mindset to where it's like I've thought about it. I honestly thought about it a lot just this week, and to where it's like, what does the hunt mean to me? Versus it's like, am I chasing like a giant? I mean, you guys should know basically based off our hunt in Ohio, dude. I think I'm back to being a meat hunter. And not so much chasing trophies. I did it for a little bit, but kind of going back to filling tags and freezers versus chasing antlers.
Yeah. And you think that social media is the reason why you started chasing antlers? Because I have a totally different view on that from my perspective. So
for me, it's like, a lot of it, if you look at these guys and you see their post and it says, oh, well, it's just the forked horn, or it's just the little 3-point. It's like, well, then why'd you pull the trigger? Dude, you should be stoked. You just filled the freezer and you filled your tag. That's two things. You should be stoked. You just killed an animal, which I have the utmost respect, and I know both of you do, for what we chase. So it's like we spend the time, we spend the money, away from your families, whether you're with your family and they hunt with you. But that's been like the biggest thing. I don't know if it's like eating at me, but I feel like it needs to be talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, guys, because, I mean, the reality is because it is just a fork and horn.
Sure.
Like, I mean, that's the way I look at it. I look at it, and I probably would caption it like, got a fork and horn today, not the biggest buck in the world, but I filled my freezer.
Yeah, but it's taken away from the animal.
I mean, is it though?
I feel it is. I bet you, like, this is where, like, the comments, and I really, really would love to see them, is tell us where you're at with it. Like, because to me, and like I said, I've said it, dude.
Because even with, like, spikes, like, every year I try to get my wife to kill a spike, because I'm like, I just want it for the meat.
Yeah.
And it's not, that doesn't deter me, though, from wanting to, like, go hunt trophies.
No, for sure. For sure.
I think also in it, within that whole realm, there's probably two different groups of people in that.
Oh, yeah.
There's the guys that are going out there that are strictly meat hunting.
Yep.
And then there's guys that have become very educated hunters and are really good at it. Like what we were saying.
They want to be challenged.
The last time, 10% of hunters kill 90% of the animals.
Correct.
I think within that it is like they're getting to the good. They want the challenge level of chasing after it. So it's not so much that is more of a challenge to go after something that is a trophy class, because they are easily capable of harvesting, a forked horn or a 3-point or something within that. They want to go for that higher class because it's harder to do, like in anything.
For sure.
I think when guys are posting those, because you see it over all the online forums and all the hunting groups and all the, every deer that gets killed gets posted pretty much, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I think a lot of those guys, they are looking for likes. Yeah. They're looking for people to be like, look at me, I killed a deer.
But it's
Chasing
so
clout.
No, and it is for sure, and that's like, I mean, you start to get to the point where you even take it away from, you know, like just the average dude, right? You start getting in the bigger names. They're posting giant animals, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm never gonna pass up the opportunity at a giant bull or a giant buck. Like that's not gonna happen. But at the end of the day, like if I have a really good opportunity on, say, a smaller buck, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
So that's really kind of where I stand, and I'm gonna be excited about it. And I know for some guys, it's like maybe, you know, around here we get one tag, you know, for elk and for deer, unless you get, you know, an Eastern Washington tag for a second deer. But with that, maybe we're not given the opportunity, you know, that you know, you get over, say, like Ohio, or you get down into Alabama, or you get into Texas, and you get into these areas where they can kill multiple bucks. You know, so it's like, well, the first one could be a meat buck. Cool, fill the freezer, even though they can kill a bunch of does, you know, and then spend the rest of your season chasing. But I just, that, the taking away, to me, I guess that's what bugs me the most, is the taking away from that animal that you were so excited to kill when you pulled that trigger. Your heart was racing, and then it's like, oh, well, it's just this. Almost like you're upset. You know what I mean?
I hear it a lot, dude. Like, literally, because, like, you guys see the kind of deer I kill. All the time, dude. I literally hear it all the time. People will be like, well, I shot this buck and I was really cool, but it's like, you know, it's just a 3-pound. I'm like, why do you say that, dude?
Yeah.
Like, why are you degrading yourself on that? Like, that's awesome. Like, that is cool that you went out and had a successful hunt. Like, why are you kicking yourself down because you're like,
I'm stoked for anybody.
Because you're talking to me specifically. This isn't about me or what I've done.
Correct.
It's about you and what you've done.
But I think you guys are like looking at it the wrong way. Because when I've said that, I'm not like, when I'm saying that out loud, I'm not thinking like in a negative context. I'm thinking of like, I was stoked, and I still am stoked that I shot it, but I wish it was a 3x4.
Oh, for sure.
Or I wish it was 24 inches wide.
Yeah.
And I think that's what every guy thinks, you know, and I think social media is one of the major drivers of that. Because it's just like you said, you're seeing it all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas before, it was like, if I killed like a super nice like fork and horn blacktail, I was like, dude, that's a nice buck.
Dude, I was stoked on
But
mine this
now
year,
you see all the bucks that are getting posted online, and you're like, oh yeah, my buck actually really wasn't that nice. There's a lot bigger ones that are out there.
For sure. And I think a lot of that, you know, it can come from, again, like where you're at, you know, where you are in the United States, or hell, even where you're at in Washington, Oregon, like it all changes, and species, you know. So it's like, I just want to throw that out there. I think that it's just needs to be taken away, and just be proud of what you shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But as far as it goes to like, you know, are you chasing, you know, where's the line between like sharing content,
right,
and chasing like likes, and just like, where's the line? Because, you know, with like Addicted, right, people will say, just on the fishing side of things that we've done for 15, 16, 17 years, right? Like, people will say all the time, like, oh, they're just chasing likes, or they're chasing this, or they're chasing that. And it's like, I've never one time like put something online and been like, gotta get this to 1,000 likes.
Yeah, where you get that dopamine hit of like looking at it, you're like, oh, okay, I'm up to this. Oh, okay, I'm up to this.
Oh, I definitely do that, because that's cool. I mean, it's cool to see the videos get views and we chase, but I'm not putting it on there like, I'm putting it on there hoping that other people are excited to watch it.
Yeah.
That's more what I'm doing. I'm not doing it usually for myself.
For sure.
You know, yeah, we have a business and we have a brand now, and so there's going to be posts where you direct and you're doing that. But I think that, like, I mean, even if you look at me personally and you were to go just scour the internet, you're going to find very few, if any, of my animals that I've killed in probably the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And you're going to find very few of my fish that I catch.
Yeah.
Because I just don't do it for that. I do it because I love to do it.
Yep.
But it is cool every once in a while, and people would be absolutely lying to themselves if they don't enjoy a little bit of attention every once in a while. Like, if you kill a nice buck and you post it, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Like, you can post it and get, if you want to share it with people, there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion.
I do think the bottom line is people just want to share their experience. I don't think it's a lot of wanting to like chase likes. I think it's they want to share. Like, it is a cool thing. Like, it is one of the, like, why do we do it? Because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It is one of the best things you can do in life, in my opinion. And to be able to share it with other people
Yeah.
is like, I want to do that. Like when what's the first thing we do when we shoot a buck? We text all our buddies. We're like, dude, look at this. And everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's awesome.
yeah, I show all my my close friends.
Like because you're like, dude, check this out, check out my hunt, whatever. It's cool. You want to share it with people.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not for like I want you to like me because of this.
But I do think that there are some guys out there or some people out there that are, you know, they're really trying to, they're like trying hard, like almost too hard, you know, like.
You can smell desperation and you can see it, dude.
And you see so many posts where I'm like, really, dude, you tagged like 15 companies and used like 86 hashtags.
Yeah.
There's like a line, like for one, you don't know what the hell you're doing if you're doing that. And for two, you just look dumb. Like you just look dumb. Like I always try to tell people, like, don't even tag companies unless they're giving you something.
Yeah.
Like why? Why are you helping those guys? What have they done for you?
Exactly.
You know, so I don't know. I think that there could be an opportunity where like, there could be a thing where people are like, there's guys out there where I get kind of annoyed. Like I look at it and I'm like, this guy's annoying.
Yeah.
And I wonder, again, where is that line?
No,
that's what I'm trying to understand. Cause like, you know, we're doing a podcast right here.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
And we're making content and we want to make hunting videos.
Yep.
You know, so where is the line of like it being you're a douche versus it's cool?
Yeah. And I think that's a tough one. I mean,
skinny line.
Yeah, no, yeah. Where do you fall on that? Yeah, tightrope. But it is. Yeah, I think it's a very narrow window. Like I don't think. I mean, there's guys. I would like to say the guys that, and I'll just use you as an example. Is like you said, scour the internet. What are you gonna find? Of your pictures, like of your elk and your deer and all that. You know, minus the stuff that's ever been posted on.
Yeah, you're gonna find a few, but
not.
No, I don't. No, I've just never been about that. Yeah. And for me, like hunting, this addicted hunting thing, guys, it's been hard for me. Because like for years, I like flirted with the idea of doing it. And I never wanted to because hunting's kind of like my escape. It's my area where I just feel like I feel the freest.
Yep.
I feel like a complete release from everything in life when I'm out there in the woods, whether I'm shed hunting or I'm doing anything. It's the only place where I can go where I just feel like zenned out. Mm-hmm. I don't get that doing anything anymore.
Yeah,
nothing.
There's nothing else.
Like
going
fishing,
on.
I'm just stressed. I'm like, I got to catch one. I'm just next hole.
Yeah,
hole.
I've seen it. Yeah.
You know,
I'm sure you saw it today too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just.
Yeah. It was pretty zen today.
Yeah, yeah.
So the hunting's been hard for me, and I feel like I'm gonna be very cognizant of like making sure that we do it right.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I think we're coming from a point of view that we want to share that zenness, and I mean, people need to know about this.
Exactly.
It's like it's not coming from that area. It's coming from like this is so awesome. This needs to be shared.
Exactly.
We need to. And people who don't know about it should learn about it.
Yeah. The same reason I started the fishing site.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just educate, entertain, and inspire. I mean, that's exactly what we're trying to do with all these brands. And social media is just a big part of doing that. Like when you're trying to build a brand or trying to do anything like that, you know, you see lots of hungry guys out there that have like come up on social media just posting and hashtagging and doing whatever. And all of a sudden they have big hunting brands, and it's cool to see, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool to see.
Well, I mean, yeah, when you can get a guy that's not, the big corporation that can actually cut into the industry, it is cool. I'm like, I'll never, like, dude, you do your thing. Like, I support actually quite a few of them with the products that I buy personally.
Yep, same.
Number one, they make great products, and number two, they have a great mission statement. And like that's one of the biggest things is like, what do they believe in? Like. Mm-hmm. You get a dude that's out there gripping and grinning like giant bucks. We're paying for them all along the way. It's like, that dude, But you got the guy that started, and I'll use you as an example just with fishing, is you get the guy that started out as something that was just, hey, I'm going to do this for fun, and then turned it into something to where, I mean, we're sitting here today as another chapter of Addicted, and I think that's really cool. And I mean, I know there's going to be haters regardless, and I know like it may go back on, you know, like what I've said about like, you know, the whole, you know, whether it be for clout or whatnot, but it's really cool to watch, especially like for me, to watch somebody grow within an industry.
Here's the deal I always try to say, and people can hate and do whatever, say whatever the F they want, but the reality is we live in the United States of America where you chase your dreams.
Yep.
And the reality is we all love to fish and hunt. So why would we not want to fish and hunt as a job?
Yeah.
Period. Like there's no other thing around it. Now, when I first started the fishing side, and I'm still going to do it with the hunting side too, and I've spoken with John in depth about this because John's a huge part of this whole hunting brand expansion. We still have a mission. Like it is to straight up educate and entertain and inspire a new generation of outdoorsmen, whether it's in the fishing, whether it's in the hunting, whether it is. And I have done that from day one since I've started my brand. And Cliff has told me, a lot of people have told me, like, I don't do a very good job at like showing the rest of the world what I do, but I do a lot to build this community and try to keep people. I don't do it for myself. And I wish people understood that. And people that are close, they see it.
Yeah.
But when you come to our events and you see what we do and how we have built these communities, like we are just trying to make a brand that gets people excited to be outdoors and do something healthy that they love. That's it.
You literally need to have Mike like share his story about how you guys met, because that he told it to me today.
Yeah.
I was like, that nutshell right there, dude. It was like, to hear him like the way that he described it, because he told me like he started out as a hater.
Yeah, he was like a mega hater.
Yeah, dude. And then
he was like making fun of our addicted salmon blend and
invite him out. Like, yeah, dude, sorry I sold these rods, but like we'll make it right and this and that. Invite him out fishing and all that. And he's like, after that, you know, it's like, he's a cool dude.
Boy, Mike came to me and he was like, yeah, every single thing I've heard about you is a lie.
Yeah. No, dude. Look at me.
Yeah.
Same thing. So it's like, it's just,
Jealousy's a crazy thing.
And social media will breed that. And that's why I've tried to warn and tell both of you guys, because like the more you get in the same thing I've told Jordan and Cameron and anyone, when you start getting in front of the camera, like no matter what you do, like people are going to have something to say.
For sure.
Like everyone's going to have a lip. Everyone's going to have. So like if you're out there and you want to get into social media and you want to do this, like I encourage it. I think that it's good and healthy for our industry and for our sport.
Oh, for sure.
To have new people getting excited and wanting to get on social media and expand things. But if you want to, just know you got to have thick skin. Like there's no getting around it. Like there's going to be people saying mean things on every single thing that you post, period.
Yeah, no matter. Even though they have the power of it's, I believe it's
life
called
in
keep
general,
scrolling.
honestly.
Yeah.
Not just with social media.
For sure, but it definitely feels like it's accelerated a lot with social media because people can hide.
Yeah.
Like where,
Keyboard
I always tell people, like, in all the years I've been doing this, I can count on one hand how many times people have said something to me, like, in person.
Yeah.
But online, people love to chirp.
Oh, yeah.
People love to chirp online, you know. So let's get back on topic. Derail things a little bit, but let's talk a little bit about, like, do you guys even remember hunting before social media?
I do, yeah.
Like, how many years ago would that have been? Like, let's ask ChatGPT. Let's do a little ChatGPT research here. Let's do a little ChatGPT research. What year? Idiot. Disaster.
Because MySpace was like, what, 2008?
What year did social media
I don't think
start coming around, and when did it affect the hunting industry? Like, what year did you start seeing big hunting influencers on social media expanding the outreach?
2012.
Hunting shows, yeah. I mean, hunting shows. Are we considering hunting shows?
No, like social media, like YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Because like you look at what Born and Raised did, right?
Yeah.
Like Born and Raised on Land and the Free. Like I love those guys. Their videos are awesome. They make awesome products, right? But they changed the entire face of elk hunting with their Land of the Free series.
Yep.
Like I heard through the grapevine that like out of state tags in like Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico quadrupled after their series.
Yep.
Because people didn't know. Like people knew, but not this massive amount of people. And then all of a sudden you have 100, 200, 300,000 people watching these videos and seeing how easy these guys did it.
Yeah.
They went over there, they bought over-the-counter tags, never been to an area, researched it online, and killed elk in every single state that they went to. that's going to make people be like, oh crap, well, I can do that too.
Well, one of the cool things,
and I'm not faulting them for it. Like,
no,
more power to them. I think it's awesome what they've done, but that definitely affected hunting.
Oh, for sure.
And they would be lying to themselves if they said that they didn't.
Yeah.
So ChatGPT basically said around the early 2000s.
So that's probably like John was saying, MySpace.
2003, 2004, 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
And then when hunting really started changing was the YouTube era in the early 2010s.
Yep.
So we basically been about 15, 16 years since hunting really started getting affected by social media.
Long before then, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2000, same. Yeah, 2010. I mean, I
think it was really right here.
I was just
this right here, dude, changed the hunting industry single-handedly.
Yeah, because I had digital cameras. Like my first 2 bucks and stuff that I ever killed, they were on just like regular cameras. Like I literally have pictures. I have a photo album. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I do too. I have like those disposable black and yellow ones that you bring out. You know,
dude, I didn't even have that. I killed what I consider. I mean, I still consider it a big buck to me. But it was a 4x5.
Why you doing that?
I was just gonna hit the pause there and look what you just did.
No, I consider it a big buck to me. To some, they would probably be like, "No, dude, because I had a buddy."
I know, but why
I'll bring this in.
But why are you downplaying the deer?
I'm not. I said it's a big buck to me. To some,
I like the way you kind of like let it though. You know.
Yeah.
This is how we're gonna redirect Cliff because Cliff is the one that was really trying to get on this and wanted us to really do this.
Redirect.
What needed to, this is how Cliff should have started his sentence. It should have been like, dude, I killed this huge buck this one year. One of the biggest bucks I've ever killed. I was so freaking stoked.
Instead, it is one of the biggest, actually.
Instead, this is what he did. He went, yeah, I killed this buck. It was, it's not very big, but it is.
I did not say, Wayne, rewind this. Yeah, go back, and then we'll see what I said. I said what I consider a big buck to me, and I feel like that's a thing, is we're all on different levels, right? John would look at it probably and be like, if it was on his property, I promise you would never shoot it. I've seen the bucks he's killed.
Yeah, you
know what I mean? It's a
private
different
land versus public land.
But it's a different level. So going back to that, now that you totally derailed me and I don't know where my thought process was going with this. Going back to the cameras. Like, dude, I didn't even have a camera. I mean, I can like photographically in my mind, like I remember it like it was yesterday. And it's like that's where I feel like social media and these
cell phones, yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, it's made it to where you can reflect back. I don't have that. Dude, I don't have a single picture. I think the only one I have is like it was hanging in our shop. That was it. And like that's to say that I'm jealous of some of the, guys today to where it's like, dude, you got to capture, like say one of your best bucks. Like, dude, I am kind of jealous of that. I'm not going to lie. To where, and then to be able to share that on social media. That's cool too. But it's like, I didn't have it. And like I look at it, I can say that I'm jealous of it.
Well, man, you think about the generation coming now, dude.
Yeah.
Like if any of you guys are watching right now, they're looking at us going like, what?
Yeah.
Like, they don't even know what you're talking about, dude. They don't even know what cameras you're talking about.
Yeah. You flip phone? Yeah. Yeah. They don't even think about the flip phone.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff I'll tell Haley that she just has no clue.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy to me.
Yes, it's mind blowing, dude. That's how fast things have changed, like in the last 15 years, 20 years.
So I can confidently say, like, I have seen for sure, like, hunting areas, like, where social media has, like,
destroyed,
ruined them. Ruined them. I mean, I'll give you another, like, really big example that could be a little bit of a hot take here.
Push the button, let's go.
But Idaho.
Yeah.
Like, Idaho just went to draw only for the first year this year, right?
Non-residents, yeah.
And you see how many people are on there trying to get Idaho hunting tags, and you wonder to yourself, if you look back and go, would that be happening without social media? Because I don't think it would.
No.
Like, dude, when I got online just to check the tag thing, I was like 20,000. Like,
yeah, when I called you,
yeah. And then when the one year I tried to get in the year before, when I just went online just to check to see how many people were trying to buy tags, there was over 100,000 people trying on there to buy tags.
Yeah,
and it's like, I'm sure there's some people watching that might be able to comment below and say like when that changed.
Yeah,
because I heard that it used to be really easy to basically get anything you wanted in Idaho. Like, and at some point it like flipped where it got like harder and harder to get certain tags, and they were selling out easy, and like people were doing tricky stuff like what we used to do, where we would just drive to Idaho and buy our tags like right over the counter.
Yep.
So yeah, I just wonder when that changed, because I know it used to be. Again, that is in my opinion, 100% social media.
Yeah, I mean, we hunted it. Me and a buddy, we hunted it. I think it was 2015 or 16, and like our deer tags, they were over the counter. And I want to say the elk tags at the time, they were just over the counter. I mean, you have units that they still had quotas and all that, but dude, we just bought our tags like when we drove over. Like,
that's what I mean. That's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1,000,000% blew up from social media.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, there's no without a shred of a doubt.
But I mean, dude, I don't fault people though. Like, I mean, dude, everybody.
The thing is, it's not one person; it's an entire industry. You know.
Yeah.
The thing is if the sport and the industry is going to evolve, it's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing about it. Like the guys that are stuck in the past that are still like, oh, I wish we still had VHS hunting videos. It's like that's just not.
You guys switched to DVD.
The world that we live in now.
Yeah, Primos. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
The truth about.
Yeah, dude, I watched all of those.
Yeah,
dude.
I watched so many of them too. Yeah. One thing I want to talk about though that I think is important for us, because like again, this is something that I just do not want. Donut.
Nailed it.
I do want a donut. You got some.
I bought some.
Yeah. This is just something that I do not want to happen, but like, you know, we're going to have a lot of pressure when we go out now, and it's already happening, where it's like,
I already know.
You know, oh, well, we got to get this shot, or John, let's get this short really quick, you know, or let's film this or film that. And one thing we have to be really careful with is like making sure it doesn't ruin like what we're trying to do out there. You know what I mean? Like, because that's a big thing for me. Like, I don't want that to get ruined.
never want to ruin the feeling that I get when I go hunting. I would be so pissed if that ever got destroyed.
Well, even like this year when we were hunting, you know, like Sean's like, can you like explain what just happened? And I'm like, dude,
you captured it
with your buck.
I'm trying to hunt.
Yeah.
No, like you even said something like, no, Sean, not right now. Like we got to get on this buck.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it's like.
That's post-interview, yeah.
You know, and then we're walking around with a camera guy, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's like.
I don't know, I kind of felt good with my deer this year. Because this was in my mind, like, this filming. What I do. Some aspects, yes, but my deer that I got this year, like, I had no camera.
No.
I was waiting for everyone to show up the next week. I told myself, this is like a really good buck, mature buck, and if it's an opportunity, I'm taking it regardless of a camera crew or anything.
Yeah.
And it did, and I sat there and I didn't do that. Cool as it would be to share with all you guys, like.
I mean, I was pretty pissed about it.
I know. Everyone, Pop-Off was like, dude, I can't believe you did that. I'm like, you would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, don't think
I challenge any one of you, but like,
see, that's.
But I was like, I didn't do this for a film. I did it because
that's exactly
this is to shoot a buck of the caliber I did this year. It's been a really, really good goal of mine.
Yeah.
I did it. I kind of self-filmed a little bit of it just to like kind of have something there, but I'm like.
Again, like, dude,
I did it for me, like not for that.
Phones and that we have, like the cameras we have on our phones and stuff, allowing us to do that now. Dude, I would never tell anybody, well, don't film that. Like that's stupid. Like you shouldn't do that. Like, what do you want? Just likes and all that. Like, dude, if that's a huge buck, you know what I mean, for you, dude, that's awesome. Like I would say capture every second you can, because the thing is that I've said too is I think being able to look back on it over the years. And having those to reflect on, share it with, you know, your kids, your grandkids, and so on and so forth. Like, dude, can you imagine, like, our grandparents being able to share, like, some of the animals they killed, some of the fish that they caught, like, even versus what we have today? I look at some of these old pictures, I'm like, no wonder we don't have any animals left. You guys killed them all. You know what I mean? So, but I think just being able to capture that and be able to share that, I feel like that's important.
I think we're going to keep pretty true to ourselves, even like this year. Sean was all like, we need to get the shot of this, blah, blah, blah. And I just basically told Sean, I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
Let's have this.
Well, yeah. And that's sometimes too, I feel like that's the best when you just let the organic, real moment happen and not try to.
He was like, yeah, Sean was wanting to like get us set up. And I'm like, dude, let us just have like.
Like, when we did that on every deer. We took 5 minutes, 10 minutes to just sit there and reflect on what happened.
Dude, the deer that I shot this year, and this is, I would be really pissed if it got interrupted by like a cameraman. I shot it. he drops. There's other deer that took off. Colt was right there. And it's like, dude, they went over there. So he takes off. And so I'm walking up to my buck and like, I blew his heart out. And I mean, he's like still breathing. And to me, one of the coolest things is I literally was able to get down like next to him, like as he's literally taking his last breaths, and just like, dude, I'm like talking to him. And like some people you can say what you want, make fun of me, I don't care. But that moment for me, if that was interrupted, I'd kill Sean. Like, or anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Because, dude, it was such like this like intimate moment. It was so crazy. Like to be able to share that with that animal, like as it's literally going out. And to me, like, I feel like that's super important.
Yeah. In order for you to have success, an animal has to expire.
Yep.
And that deserves the respect it deserves.
Yeah. Well,
plain and simple.
Let's jump back to that word success.
I prefer to like have them expired by the time I get there.
Yeah.
It doesn't always happen that way.
No, it doesn't.
Dude,
This year it didn't.
I
and it's
blew his, like, there was nothing left of his heart.
sad. Yeah.
But success, let's talk about that for a second. What does a successful hunt look like?
Well,
Does it have to be a punch tag?
It's what your view on it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, what did you intend to go out there to do?
Mm-hmm.
Did you intend to go out and have a good time with yourself, or just find some peace and quiet and enjoy nature? That's your goal going out there. I'm pretty sure you're going to accomplish that almost every time. Your goal is to go out there and shoot a deer. I think you'll still find success in that, honestly. Like, I've never gone to the woods and been like, that was horrible.
Yeah,
that was awful. I don't want to.
You know what?
I don't ever want to do that again.
Well, hold on. Maybe this will be a cult topic. Yeah, like, do you remember?
There's some days when you're definitely a little negative when we got. There's some days.
You really want me to
reflect on that? You're smiling about it now, aren't you?
Oh, it was still good memory. That's the thing. Even the bad memories, like you look back on it, and they are still good memories.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point,
dude. There was a lot of bad memories.
Year, I cannot wait till I kill an elk next year, because the first thing I'm gonna do is send a picture to Cliff and be like, Cliff, this could have been.
This is what they look like. Yeah. You guys really just want to revisit that.
You just want to
put the salt in that,
just put it in, just salt.
So let's talk about some of the stuff that, like, one of the things I think with the hunting online that has changed too, even for me, is the highlight reel thing. Just like you were talking, like the aspect of you're just constantly seeing all these really nice animals getting killed. And it almost creates this like false sense of hope, especially with a lot of new people, because they're like, "Oh, I can go do that. I can go kill a 400-inch bull."
I actually recently implemented the rule, so it's kind of a tradition. Dakota would always want to watch Antelope Island. You've watched it.
Oh yeah,
it's like a very prestigious tag. They raffle them off each year, and it goes to like the Mule Deer Foundation, the donations of it. But anyway, so it's like these are like gigantic mule deer. We'd always want to watch it before a hunt. And I noticed during my hunt, like I had
comparing.
I start comparing and looking for that when I'm out there. I'm like, this is so unrealistic. I was passing up ridiculously good bucks, and I'm like, well, that's not what I saw.
Yeah,
I'm looking for that, and it's just like, and I'm like looking back,
you're looking for like once in a lifetime bucks.
Yeah, and I'm like, why did I do that? Like, this was so absurd for me to expect that, to see that when I'm going out here, and it set the bar for me when it didn't need to be there. And so I just told myself, I'm not watching those beforehand, because it just like it set expectations for me that were unrealistic, and it kind of ruined my whole process. And so I just said, I'm not doing that. I don't.
Yeah, no.
I think that's a solid idea. Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Because then you end up being like, well, I mean, it's just a 4x4 with eye guards, 180. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, there's no joke, dude. It's like,
I know what you're talking about, though.
I was passing a way good bucks for like looking for crazy big ones, which they do exist, but like, just
they're all
I just like was setting the bar too high.
And I mean, there's guys that do that every year. Like they go out with, I think, like they hunt in areas sometimes that they have zero expectations, end up killing giants. Like it happens every single year. Especially like you get the old boys, like they're wearing like their flannel and all that. You're just like, to me, I'm just like, oh, dude, why can't I get that lucky? And then I said that this year. It's like, why can't I get a shot? Blew that one.
A couple times I've said that and messed it up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I did get a shot. Now I can't say that anymore.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's touch a little bit more on pressure. Because I think one of the things that social media has definitely like increased, and we didn't touch on it enough, is pressure. Like, especially public land pressure. Like, I have areas where I literally won't even hunt them anymore.
Yeah.
Because there's just that many people there trying to hunt them. And I think that, if I look back and I go back 15 years ago when there was no social media, there was
nobody.
Lot less people.
Yeah.
A lot less people. So that's one of the things, like when you're getting into this and you're doing the social media thing, like be very cognizant about how you're posting, talking about where you're at. On the fishing side, we always say no river names because it's like, as long as they don't know the name of the river, it's going to be pretty difficult for them to figure out where they're at unless they know exactly where we're at.
The guys that fish that religiously.
The people that know it
already know.
Yeah.
And I feel like hunting's just the same, right? Dude. Like a lot of areas, forests and areas look the same. Like you could take 10 different areas that we hunt for elk, and they look like 10 areas in Oregon and 10 areas here. Like,
I think it's even harder, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's areas where it's like, oh my gosh, I know right where those guys are at.
Oh yeah, I've seen it before, and it's like, I know. I don't know if I would have posted that picture. I'd have done it in the other direction. Yeah. It's cool. You have the landscape and everything in the background, but people that know the area or say haven't hunted the area in a while.
Let me ask you this.
Oh, hit me.
If you're saying you're watching a hunt video, if it didn't say the state where they're hunting, would you be able to guess where it is most likely? Because I know I couldn't.
But in social media, though, like what I'm saying is like...
Yeah, so you're saying, like, if they post a video and they don't say the state, would you be able to guess?
No, that's what I'm saying.
If it was, I may not be able to, but there's somebody that knows.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like,
but that's the theory I always say. Like, if you know, you know.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter.
I agree. Yeah, it's just like
you already knew about that.
Yeah.
Like you already knew. So to me, it's like, now if all of a sudden like I post it and I'm like, yeah, I was on this mountain and here's the GPS coordinates when I shot this super nice buck. Oh, and I saw like 4 other ones up there too.
Yeah, they're gone.
Then that's a different, like. So yeah, hopefully people, if they're doing it, they're not doing that because it's really annoying. All right, let's get back to our note sheet here. Let's go to a little bit more positive.
Yeah.
Talk about the good side
of
social media and what it's done. Because, one of the biggest things I think social media has definitely done is recruited a lot of new hunters into our sport.
Absolutely.
Great.
Which is huge for keeping this going. Like, people don't realize, but, we're constantly getting attacked from every single angle. Like, a lot of people, hunters are this big in comparison to the population of people in the United States. And so having new people in the sport that can be advocates for the sport is a really, really big deal. And I think social media has probably been the best driver of that by far.
Oh, hands down. Yeah. Like, I mean, it allows us to bring like these issues to the forefront to where it's like a lot of them, I feel like in the beginning, it's hidden. If nobody knows about it, like how are we going to be able to support, whether it's the Mule Deer Foundation or Ducks Unlimited or whatever it is.
And a good example is the public land thing that just happened with the guy in Utah who was trying to sell off all that public land. And every hunting group got involved across every social media platform, and they stopped that guy.
Yep.
So
that's exactly it. Because, I mean, once it's gone, dude, it's gone.
Yeah.
We'll never get it back.
I'm like on, this will be another hot take for you guys, but I'm on the fence a lot of times with that stuff. Because I'm very much so, we live in a capitalist country. We live in America. And we got to be able to make money. And we got to be able to have land. And we got to be able to build new cities. And we got to be able to have development. And there are areas where I'm like, do we really need all of that land? Like,
yes,
there is so much, like, even if you just look at all of the national parks and like the amount of land that is protected right now is pretty ridiculous.
We can jump into the national parks thing because I think we would all share the same idea. I would hope that.
But even national forests, take the Gifford Pinchot.
Mm-hmm.
How much of it have you actually explored? Guaranteed it's that much. It might be 20% of the whole forest.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
Like, think about looking at it on a map. And then go, okay, if Trump wants to build 5 new cities and take away, I don't know. I don't know the numbers.
I don't know how big it is
or whatever, how many they wanted to take. But I don't know. I just feel like it, when you have a struggling economy and it's not a bad thing.
I look at it as its habitat for animals. And then I look at it as also you could possibly, be bringing in more competition to where it does get to the point to where, I mean, we already have point systems and everything for certain draws on the east side of the state. What would happen if we get to the point to where it's like that's how it is on the west side, or or even our deer
dude, trust
tags,
me,
like,
I'm just playing devil's advocate because
yeah.
I feel like that subject is a very touchy one.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guys that support it, and there's a lot of guys that don't support it.
Yeah.
And most of the hunting community, I would say probably the majority of the hunting community is completely against it. And your point is why. Because that's what most guys will, you give them an inch, they take a mile.
Yeah.
And it's like, the guy was, even when he tried to change the bill and he's like, okay, I'm only going to do this many acres.
Yep.
They were like, no,
Yeah.
you're going to do 0 acres.
Yeah. But it's also one of those things, like when you can look at a map, right? And you look at all that land. Say you're not from here. And you're like, dude, look at all this area. Like, I could explore. I can go there. I can go into this drainage. I can go there. Like, all over. And nothing's stopping you. Now, granted, they're not going to build cities in some of these. I mean, maybe they will. Like, there's some cool areas that are out there. But I don't think that they'll build them, so far away. To where it's going to become an issue, because the economy itself in that city would probably fail just having to get goods in and out of there.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but it's like, dude, I've even looked at some places in Idaho. I'm like, you guys are literally, dude, there's houses everywhere. Like in some, I'm like, why is there houses there? Like, who bought this land? Like, there's huge chunks of land for sale. But I mean, it's already privately owned. So, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. But it's one of those, like, dude, there's nothing out there. So to me, I think it would be weird. That's my sin.
Yeah. For sure. Okay, another, I think, really positive thing to social media is just being able to capture the cool moments.
Yeah.
Just like you said, like when we were filming and I got to literally kill the biggest deer I've ever killed on film.
Yeah.
Got to capture the
and you
whole...
can relive it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've gone back and watched addicted videos, like fishing videos.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get to relive it. So that's another, just really, in my opinion, like, it's underappreciated.
Yeah, for sure.
Even with what Facebook and a lot of, like Snapchat has memories, and Facebook has like Facebook, memories that you can look back on. Like, sometimes it's really cool to go back and look at that stuff. Whereas if there was no social media, none of that would exist.
Sometimes that stuff kind of goes into the gray matter of your mind, and then looking at it again, brings it back up.
Yeah.
At least for me, anyway.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
All right, boys. Well, now I think we need to talk about a lot more. We need to go into a little bit more detail of some of these dark sides of social media.
The hurtful stuff.
Yeah. And, we talked a little bit about mental health and comparison and chasing numbers and never satisfied. Like, we talked a little bit about that for sure. We talked about like ego hunting and chasing clout versus like just hunting for a purpose. We didn't really talk about unethical behavior for content. And I think that social media, because of people trying to chase clout, like it causes people to do things they otherwise may have not have done, like illegal stuff. And there's a guy right now.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think we know a lot.
Important. I mean, not important. A super like well-known, very good hunter.
I was gonna go that direction too. Yeah,
is getting just wrecked right now. He's gonna lose his hunting rights for life.
Yep.
He may even go have jail time.
Yeah.
And that guy has always been looked at as a very like successful hunter. Kills a lot of big animals. Now, because of what he just did, he just lost basically no one's going to believe anything he's ever killed now is legit.
Yeah.
No one.
That's exactly, it takes everything away. I mean.
And you got to think a guy like that, because he is a good hunter.
Yes.
You got to think a guy like that, the only way he gets driven to that point is because he's like on the hunt to just keep doing bigger and better things to excite people.
Yeah.
I don't know why else you'd do that. I mean, you're a successful dude.
Which I've seen videos of the guy. And I mean, I don't know him, personally. But it's like, I looked at him and I'm like, dude, there's no way he would do that. You know what I mean? And then just the evidence is there, dude. Like,
I remember working at Sportsman's Warehouse, and he'd be coming in there to do bait drop-offs, and he'd be showing me and Travis Bishop all of his like giant mule deer that he'd killed and elk, and super cool dude.
Yeah.
And now look at him.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
And I feel like social media has definitely opened up a bunch of that.
And
it drives you, like you said, it drives you to want to go show bigger and better things. And I guess it would make the person think that, I have to go big this year or no one's going to like it.
But that's why we're for addicted hunting, dude. We're just going to have to spotlight all our year.
Yeah. The holes in the hooves.
But no.
Going.
I'm out. John's like, I'm out.
Just because he doesn't have
totally joking, guys. Totally joking.
But I mean, the one thing though that I have seen it do with this specific topic, it's bad for dude. It's bad for the industry.
Yeah, it makes all hunters.
And the thing is though, is like you'll see some of the comments too. You know, blowing it up, like just bad mouthing and all that. At the end of the day, and I've said this on multiple things, he messed up. He knows he messed up. At the end of the day, he knows that. He's at that point. The law has stepped in. They're taking care of it. The worst thing we can do as hunters is sit there and like post it more and share it and do this and that. Because if you don't think that the anti-hunters are going to get a hold of that and hold it against us, you're higher than a kite. And I would call out anybody that does that. I think it's foolish. We need to stand together. We already, and you've said it too, we already like are, in a battle of a losing battle at this point. Unless everybody comes together and we stop bad-mouthing each other.
Yeah, but there's a difference between like that guy. Like I'll badmouth that guy all day long.
Yeah,
like, you don't get the right to go out and do a bunch of illegal stuff, and you're putting a bad name on our sport and all the rest of the hunters.
I know, but
so that guy deserves to get just. But
keeping it out there,
you're tarnishing something I love.
Yeah, he deserves.
I agree. I agree with that.
Through the mud.
But what I'm saying is, like, the longer it's out there, the longer they'll grasp onto that and use it against us.
Yeah.
And that there's multiple. What is it? I think Bomar, I believe. Like he got drugged through the mud on stuff. It's like to me, and this is my own personal opinion. Once the law stepped in, like us as hunters, like just drop it. We all know. Right? We all know, okay, dude, they screwed up. Thanks a lot, dude. Like,
but the problem is with that is if you chose to be in the public spotlight and you chose to be this big influential hunter, guess what?
Oh,
you open the door.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you open the door to just get wrecked. Like,
I just don't.
That's why if you're in the public eye, you better be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You better not be doing anything that's like nothing. And even myself, like I have to, dude. Problem with a lot of our hunting laws and a lot of our fishing laws and everything that they do is they're just. Dude, you got to have a master class in knowing every single little thing. Yep. So even like I am so like aware all the time, like trying to make sure I'm like, and even being aware all the time, dude, you still can make mistakes.
Yep.
So I do think there's some of that. But what that guy was doing,
honest mistakes are honest mistakes.
Was not.
Yeah. No,
like, he was like frauding and doing all sorts of stuff that was like, dude, you're not even just illegally hunting. You're like literally frauding. People. Like you're gonna go to prison probably. Like
Yeah, it's one thing to poach, but it's another thing when you're poaching and you have the fraud aspect. Oh, dude,
I just can't believe that.
So, yeah, I just for me, that's my own personal opinion on it as to where it's like where is that line to where we, how long do you leave that out there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I look at it.
We're talking about it right now.
Well, no, yeah, for sure. We're not name dropping though. Not name dropping.
His last name starts with an L.
Two people are
hard-hitting question. And you get to answer once. You get one answer. Ready? Okay. Has social media created more hunters, A, or spectators, B? And spectators meaning trying to look like hunters.
Oh.
Difficult question.
Hunters or spectators? It's not.
I think it's made hunters.
Okay, there you go. A. Okay, let's hear yours. Has social media created more hunters or more spectators trying to look like?
I'll say posers with money.
I would have to agree. I would say it has created a lot of people that don't really know how to hunt, and I do think that there is a lot of good ones that it's created.
For sure.
But I think that there's a lot of bad that it has also created? It's a hard one to answer, but I'm gonna have to go.
Well, what's your reasoning behind it?
I think that I just see so much of it. I see so much of like these fake poser, like just hunters that aren't. They're just making us look. They're making hunting look bad by not being real hunters. Like the way they post things, the way they post kill shots, the way they post, gore shots, the way they post like, these shots of like, like me and you, when we're taking pictures, we like wipe all the blood off. And dude, you see so much stuff where I'm like, bro, why are you posting that?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't look good.
That's and that's like, yeah. That's
and that to me is more
respect
like,
of the animal type deal.
Yeah, and that's like a spectator because he doesn't respect hunting enough and respect our sport enough to take the time to also respect the freaking animal. Like he's just trying to post it because he thinks he's cool that he killed something.
Chasing the clout.
He's trying to well, he's also just trying to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's an aspect of that too it's a sad part of hunting where there are. I'll give you an example. I met this guy, multi-millionaire. Has enough money that he could bring hundreds of millions of dollars in here and burn it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was really cool. Like I was like hanging out with him and I was like traveled a couple places with him and just thought he was like a really cool dude. And he's like, he told me about a couple of his hunts and I thought he was like, oh, I'm like, cool, this guy hunts a lot. Cool, And then one day we're like out to dinner and he had a couple drinks in him and he's sitting at the table and he's like, oh yeah, dude. He's like, we just go to Africa and he's like, we get in these Jeeps, dude, and we just drive and we just slaughter everything. He's like, we have guns on the top of these Jeeps. And he's like, anything that comes in our path just gets murdered. And he was like bragging about it. Like he thought it was like super cool. And then he pulls out his phone. He's like, look at my trophy room. And he just had like, dude, every animal on earth was murdered. And I looked at it as like murdered.
There's no
like
ethics.
he wasn't respectfully out hunting these things. It was like he just loved like blood and killing things. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a sad. That's sad. It's super sad.
I don't know if you guys are like, whenever I shoot an animal, I feel like a little piece of the guys with it.
Yeah, it's
like a little part of my soul goes away with it just because it is like me taking something.
You're taking something's life,
and I don't feel good about it.
But you're hunting. You're hunting for food. You're
mm-hmm.
hunting for food. I mean, it's.
What about coyotes?
I don't like coyotes. I mean, coyote. It's necessary predation.
It's the necessary evil.
It's part of the hunting circle, though. Like you can't have.
We hunt coyotes, even though we don't eat coyotes or we don't really do anything with coyotes. Again, because predators are a massive problem. You guys had a podcast last week that you talked all about predators. So, I mean, maybe that might be a scenario where I do just love to kill things.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I'm thinking about going tomorrow morning because I'm just like, it's going to be
all the way back around now, I'm back to being the killer.
Yeah. So we'll re-ask that question.
No, I don't. Even on coyotes, like, it's like, I shoot them and I have fun doing it and I enjoy hunting coyotes and hunting predators. But I don't.
You still don't disrespect them, though.
No, I don't walk up on them like,
like punt them or anything. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no one does that. And if you do that, you're a psychopath like this guy was.
You need therapy. Yeah, dude, that's wild.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I mean, like with posers with money. It'll go out and they just go out on a thrill kill, dude. It's like a pack of wolves.
That's exactly what that guy. That's how that story kind of seemed like I derailed the conversation. But you brought it back full because that's why I brought that up because that's to me that's what. And you have a lot of guys that just, whether you like it or not, but these dudes that are like they don't hunt at all. They just have a ton of money. They have some dude running their social media. They go buy hunts. They go do high fence hunts, and they don't really hunt.
Mm-mm.
They just do it because they have money. It's like,
but that's not the majority of the public, though.
No, but the whole idea was it's like
but make hunters. But those are very specific groups. That's where I'm saying my aspect is I think it makes hunters is because. It gets people out there, and yes, they might not be the most educated because they're just getting into it.
Yeah, but that's fine.
And they might not know. I give people the benefit of the doubt. You know how I am. I'm just nice. Like I always want to see the good in people. But like, I feel like it's made more hunters because they want to try out and get into it.
Yeah.
That might not necessarily mean they make all the right decisions right away, and that's part of the learning process of hunting. Like, they're gonna do stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
God knows I did it when I was young, and like we all did. Like, make mistakes, and like you learn from them, and just keep moving forward in the good direction of hunting and the nature of it. And I think in that way, I think it makes more hunters.
For sure.
But I mean, like,
I think.
It's tough to stay like on
wanted to play devil's advocate. Yeah. It was a good conversation.
It is, yeah. But I mean, it is tough to like stay on the hurt side. Like, how has it hurt it? Because it's like I look at points of the learning curve for guys starting out now with the content that's out there.
It's way easier to get into hunting now.
It's way easier. Like, you can learn. I mean, you want to go like on a backcountry trip. Like, dude, there's 10,000 videos out there of what to pack, what kind of gear you need, what to expect.
Think about trying to learn how to call elk.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like, think about that. There's full-on master classes now in calling elk online. Like, if social media didn't exist and Elk 101 and all those, like, none of that would exist. Like, guys would be having out there trying to figure it out with Primo's DVDs. Like,
there's still out there with
before
the
that,
dude.
Even people have called in.
No, I know. I've seen it.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about like social media and as it's, this is kind of like a little ethics and respect segment. So we don't need to touch. These are more just kind of like yes or no questions. Mm-hmm. Quick little segment here. Ready? Okay. Filming a kill shot. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say yes as well. Posting guts and blood.
No. Time out on it, though.
I'm going to be in the middle. I'm going to be like, I think it's a necessary piece for the educational portion of what we do. Exactly. I think like posting,
bloody, gory pictures.
I don't think that's a good look on hunting. But like, there's this aspect of like, you got to teach people and show people how to like prepare game and gut an animal and cut up an animal. And it's just, it's part of hunting, right? So I feel like the guys that are posting these like super gory things where they're like chopping a deer's head off or whatever. No.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, my stepson Jace, he wants to go hunting really bad. And he asked me to go, and I told him, I'm like, you can go, but like, you have to gut your animal. I will be over your shoulder the whole time. I'll lend a hand, but you have to do it. And he's like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It is part of the process. You have to learn to do it. It is part of hunting. Mm-hmm. You cannot just skip that step because you don't want to do it.
For sure.
It's gross to you. Like, you have to go through the whole way or not at all.
Dude, I think one of the greatest videos I ever saw, and I know you guys have seen it too, where the elk is facing down, or the body's downhill and the head's uphill, and he goes to gut it, and then he hits the stomach.
Oh,
just blasts him, dude.
That's part of it. It happens. Little learning curve.
That's
okay.
It.
So filming misses or failures?
Yes.
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure.
That's something you're definitely going to get with addicted hunting.
Real hunting.
Yeah.
It's going to be raw.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
So one of the things I want to say to kind of round things out as this podcast is coming to an end is like more for us and what we're trying to do with addicted hunting and this brand is like, no matter what you guys see from us over the next, year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, like know that hunting is literally like our lives. For me, and if you guys are out there and you're a fisherman and you're watching this, like you might get a little sad, but like it is so, I love it so much more than fishing. It's like, I can't even describe it. Like hunting is literally my life now. It's all I think about. It's all I can care about.
It's a lifestyle.
Like I like to go fishing. I still love fishing. I went out and caught a steelhead today with John, but while I was out there steelhead fishing, what were we talking about? Looking at elk. We took videos of elk in the clear cut.
We went and chased an elk.
Literally, as I'm walking the riverbank, I was thinking to myself, like, man, it'd be cool if I found a shed right now. How epic would that be? So hunting is my life. So keep us in line with that. If you ever see us get to a point with this brand where it's not, and you guys are feeling like we're doing it for the fame or the content or anything like that,
call us on it.
Call our asses on it because we want to be called on it, and you probably will never see that. Hunting is our freaking life. So, let's see here. What else, guys? What else you want to end with to the listeners out there?
Don't do stuff for social media.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Your hunt's yours. You don't need to be doing it to post about it. But
be proud
if you're wanting to get into hunting, you want to do it for yourself.
Yep.
And that's the biggest thing. And I think you'll find if you take it in that aspect and you want to get out in nature, skill set, take it with that face value of it.
And I think too that if you love hunting and you're passionate about hunting and you're passionate about this sport, like share it with people. There's no reason not to. You know, if you can't take hate from people or quit, just turn off the comments. Don't let them comment. And then you don't have to see anything.
Simple enough.
Like, I think that it's important as hunters that we do share our experiences and share what's going on in the sport. Like I said, just because we need to keep creating more advocates
for sure
that can fight for us.
The roots of this podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is exactly right.
Exactly it.
That's exactly right. So, all right, everyone. Thank you guys so much for listening. Appreciate all you guys so much. We love doing this podcast. We want to keep doing it. We have so many more ideas and so many more things we're going to do. And don't forget, subscribe to our hunting channel down below too. We plan on doing basically 12 videos a year on there, plus an array of shorts. So make sure you subscribe to the hunting channel. You're going to see some epic videos on there of our hunts throughout the years. And anything else you guys want to say?
Let us know what you want to see us do in the future.
Yeah.
I want to know.
And just be proud of everything you shoot. Like, be proud of it, dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening, watching. We appreciate you. Until next time, Woods.
Not in our spots.
No.